Now turning to news out of the Capitol, President Trump will address the nation tonight after reversing course on a plan to temporarily pause traffic stops by immigration agents, also while the Iran war intensifies. Alice Barr has the details.
President Trump is preparing to address the nation tonight in a moment when the war with Iran is heating back up. The U.S. struck Iranian military targets twice on Wednesday, and Iranian state media said Iran fired back against U.S. bases in Kuwait and Bahrain. The Pentagon hasn't commented on any potential damage. The president is threatening more devastating attacks to Iranian infrastructure could be coming.
They do want to settle. We'll find out whether or not we settle with them or we just finish it off.
But a source familiar with tonight's primetime speech says it will focus at least in part on election integrity and some of the administration's findings on President Trump's 2020 election loss to Joe Biden.
It's really, really big news, and our country has to shape up.
5 people familiar with the work tell NBC News a White House task force has gathered information about potential issues, including involving voting machines, though multiple court rulings, audits, and reviews have repeatedly found no evidence of widespread voter fraud. That as President Trump reversed the Department of Homeland Security's pause of ICE traffic stops, calling them one of ICE's most important and effective crime-fighting tools. The agency had ordered a temporary halt in vehicle stops following fatal shootings by ICE of 2 men in less than a week, neither of whom was the intended target for arrest. The White House border czar said it was always meant to be a short-term pause.
Just to make sure that the agents out there on these operations have the vehicle stop training.
He argued that training is good and efficient. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.